Hey, good evening. And tonight is Monday night, and every Monday night we do our season one, Raising Canaan. This is episode 7 review. Tonight, we have one of our illustrious co-hosts with myself, and the other one may be joining us. He may not be. Hopefully, he will be. And we're gonna talk about Raising Canaan on episode 7. What's up, Keisha?
Hey, how are you?
I'm good.
You hanging in there?
Lot going on, lot going on.
Yeah.
A long 4 day week after Ida wreaked havoc on the Northeast. So I'm quite sure everybody had a long week. It's been a lot of celebrity deaths, which is unfortunate for those families and everybody's loved ones. But as we say, that's the one guarantee in life is that we're all going to pass away eventually, and you just never know. So you want to try to live right, and tell people how you feel about them while they're here.
I agree.
So
I wonder if I should turn this light off.
yeah, it is an amazing glare, but
Right? Fancy.
so before we even get into episode 10, tell us about your experience. I know you were having some hotel problems while you were away this weekend.
It's in my fancy boutique hotel. I don't know. I was in steerage, which is if anyone's ever seen the Titanic, steerage was the cheap seats in the bottom where everyone flooded. So I've previously stayed here. I had a beautiful room. This was like a newspaper place that they made into like a little boutique hotel.
Oh, print mill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, I don't know. It just they
So
they had they have a wedding and some other things happening here. And for some reason, I was put in the basement. And when the young guy took me to the room, and it's not elevator accessible, he says, "Oh, we'll never put nobody down here."
oh,
So that,
when he said that rung the alarm.
yeah, that immediately put me on guard. But I had some of my other cousins from New Jersey. We were all staying here. If you have family from the South, sometimes these little towns, they don't have a lot of accommodations. Um, so I kind of was forced to stay here. It was either here or like an In and Out or a Super Eat or something like that, which I'm not, those are not the type of facilities that I'm used to staying in. So they did move my room yesterday. That was my third day into this trip for last night and tonight. And I'm just gonna dispute all these charges on my credit card. And I have my email to the owner. It's like halfway.
I don't think I don't
Um,
I don't think I know you put it out there on the program, but I don't think people understand that you're a traveling savant, and you do this hotel thing, and you do reservations and book a lot of hotels for family members and friends, so you're used to being treated what you
a
pay,
certain
right?
kind of way, right? And I felt like if I stayed at the Motel 6, right, then you get what you pay for. So, oh, and then, this is my hometown where my father's family is originally from. We still have a lot of family down here. So somehow I got a discount on the room that I wasn't aware of. I didn't book the room with the intentions of getting a discount. And the general manager says, well, you got a discount. And I don't know if that girl still work here. I can't continue on with this discount because she don't have come to work. And I was just like, is this a trick? I mean, what does that have to do? My room is paid
You
for.
know, I think that a lot of times when you're working in certain jobs, um, you know how we say less.
Hmm.
I think that these jobs sometimes we're dealing with customer service don't realize that, like I said, you're the customer that you better not say too much because everything you say, you're gonna let them know like what that got to do with with what's
Right.
going on.
And you've already charged my American Express card. Like
Yeah,
my American Express card was charged before I got here. The key was waiting out front for me. So it's, and I don't want to say you you don't unnecessarily or immediately want to go to, is this because I'm black or what have you? But like after a while, I'm like, I'm telling you, I'm not comfortable. It's
yeah,
creepy down here. See, and this is why I don't like the term a strong black woman, because I'm a cry and I'm a fight. And sometimes them tears is fake, but if they real, Houston, we got a problem.
that's right. So episode 7, Keisha. I know that Dwayne sent his regards. If he joins the show, that'd be great. He said he really liked the episode. He was the first one to send the group text before I watched it. This was actually the first show that I watched twice. Um, I really enjoyed this episode. Um, to me, I think that the episode was more in depth with the characters. I think they showed a little bit more. I thought it was funny that Lulu missed. I know that's your guy. I know you
Well,
was highly upset.
but don't those guns have that type of issue? Like, was that authentic?
Yeah, that was yeah. From what I know, from what friends,
Listen, I ain't putting
from
all my
people,
business out in the street, but is that
from what
yeah,
people told me, it's not a gun based off of accuracy. So that was authentic, and I thought, which is very very interesting. And they always say, watch what you put out in the universe. With what has been going on with celebrity deaths this weekend, it's amazing that this would be the episode that they had a bad
people
batch of
die with it.
stuff. Yeah, so I've thought that very interesting that it all kind of lined up, and understanding that when you're in that game, if you don't know what you're doing, and nobody is no correct way to do wrong,
I mean,
but
they're
if
not. I mean, those people are not chemists.
yeah,
You know,
yeah,
it's
yeah,
trial and
yeah,
error.
it's the difference between being a chemist and a capitalist. I mean, I think
Right.
that people don't understand that when you're in that game, you just trying to make money, and
Right.
you may not know what you're doing, and if you do know what you're doing, you're being very careful. And at the end of the day, like you don't know what you have, no matter who you are. It's not like you grow what you have.
Right.
So basically, you doing
And
a trial by error by look, or even if you mess around, you may you may be your own tester or whatever.
and then I was laughing. I was reading online. Somebody said, "Oh, it must have been embalming fluid," and I'm like, people dip their cigarettes in embalming fluid. This they've been doing that.
I think
I
I,
mean,
th- I think that a lot of people like I noticed that everybody tries to say what is at the end of the day,
they just don't know.
is
But
no correct way to do wrong. I mean, you doing something,
right,
you taking a chance
you
with
taking a risk.
yeah, and I think that
Um,
most people don't get that.
but Lulu recovered. Did you see in that restaurant?
So you like the whole Lulu character is interesting. He definitely ain't soft or Mr. Softy. He
I
definitely
don't
don't.
think Marvin's soft either, though. I don't think her brothers are soft.
Lulu definitely bucks. And I know you like that restaurant scene because they got the drop on him and they could have finished Lulu, but he was like this off limits and basically was not scared. He wasn't on no scary man stuff.
He
So I
was
know.
like, so, my cousin Bo just passed away, and I love my cousin, but he got on my nerves. But that Lulu demeanor was kind of like a Bo, like, so all y'all frauds.
Yeah,
So it was just it was interesting to me to see it. No, I did appreciate the restaurant situation, and I appreciate how he interacts with his siblings. It's obvious he's the youngest, and they're gonna let him. If you're the youngest sibling, um, definitely in a Black American family, they're gonna let you know when you stepping
I thought
out of your position, because
I
we all
thought
got
the
a
episode.
position to
I thought
play.
the episode. The reason why I thought it was good. I think that the history of when Jukebox and the girl was walking down the street, and they was coming from Tower Records.
Hmm.
Those of us that are a certain age, we remember how popular Tower Records was, and if you was going to New York, you had to go to Tower Records because it was like the spot to get certain albums. Even if you didn't want to go to a hole in the wall spot, you had to go to Tower Records. I had a me myself, I had an experience at Tower Records years, many moons ago. Very interesting, and I did like the scene that they were supposed to have been at Tavern on the Green. I thought that was interesting because a lot of people don't know when you come in that lifestyle or you're from that lifestyle, going to these quote unquote name fancy restaurants was like, oh,
What you did,
I finally arrived.
yeah, and you couldn't wait to get there. You couldn't wait. Well, okay, I'm telling too much of my business again, so I'm gonna let that go. But what else did I like? I mean, I didn't expect white girl Nikki to die so quick.
Hmm.
I mean, I thought that she was gonna get strung out on drugs. I
I was
didn't
upset that she died. I'm not
I
gonna
didn't
lie.
expect it to be that quick. And Jukebox, it seemed like every time Jukebox sings, somebody dies. Did you notice that?
Yeah, yeah, that's like
Maybe that's why she don't sing in Power, because she sang once in Power. I think she sang like Amazing Grace or something to Tariq.
I was thinking about something about with my displeasure of last week's episode and understanding that how we always compare this with Power and with this with other shows, and one of the things is that when you're doing a show that's supposed to have happened already, you kind of don't you kind of can't don't want to go along with the storyline. With like when we do our reviews on Power, it's in quote unquote real time, so we
Right.
don't know what's around the corner. We know at the end of the day with Raising Canaan that how he dies. So I think that my way of critiquing what's going on may be a little different. Like I said, I really enjoyed everything about the episode, and and it was funny because the I don't know if it's me, but does Power always have to have so many sex scenes?
I don't know. I don't think they should, but oh look who's arrived.
What's up,
I don't
Wayne?
think they should have so many sex scenes. I don't think it's necessary. But Rock is getting it in.
Yeah, we need to see her getting her tail busted more.
Oh God, what you been drinking?
How you doing, Dwayne?
I'm doing okay.
How
Only a
was your week,
headshot
man?
because I had a
How
wardrobe
was your week,
malfunction.
sir?
Huh?
How was your weekend?
How was your week?
Well, you know my week. I did 9 football games in 8 days. And from Ocean City to Camden to Maryland, back to whatever. That's not what we're talking about. We're talking about Raising Canaan, right? Um,
There we
I
go. Come
enjoyed
right
it.
in.
I
Yeah,
enjoyed it. I really enjoyed it. I give it an 8.
Damn,
Um,
you already got a rating?
yeah. He
yeah, I
already
give it
got
an
a rating.
8. Um,
How many times did you watch the episode, Dwayne?
I watched it 3 times, and maybe young Kanan should pump his brakes a little bit. You
He
cooking up?
Tariq.
You,
I understand. Him and Tariq are like the same person.
yeah, you're right. Kindred spirits. Now
Yeah,
listen, he cooking up death batches, man. Like dude tried to
because
tell him.
He cooked one time. So what makes him think that he's ready to cook?
I don't know.
Oh,
It was important. My cousin Lashonda said it was important for the last scene to show Rock being vulnerable. Cause she wasn't being vulnerable. She was getting that top.
see,
She wasn't
y'all
being
keep
vulnerable.
Lashonda. They don't want to listen. You don't understand that we're not allowed to be vulnerable sometimes, and that was her. That was her vulnerability. She's trying to be vulnerable. She
Yeah.
But
really is.
but let me ask you, Dwayne. We had discussed what's eerie, and we always talk about putting what we put out there in the universe. How unfortunately we know some people we've heard and know some people that passed away this weekend.
Yeah.
And then like with Kanan making that bad batch of drugs, and it's kind of crazy how like this episode
It didn't
would
feel
come
good.
this week. Like how it's like
Yeah, it didn't feel
ha-
good when I
so
heard
we were
about.
talking about Dwayne how people be doing certain things and they don't understand it. Ain't nobody that's in the street or that we know of or was in the street that we know of no damn chemist. They're just trying to be capitalist.
Yeah, yeah. It was a lot of things I liked about the episode. I liked him confronting Famous about his lyrics. I like that. Um, I was a little upset with Keisha's boo.
Lulu?
Yeah, I was a little upset with Lulu.
Come on, I don't want to break no family friendships and things. What was you upset about, Lulu?
Kill the Joker. How you
He
miss?
missed. He missed. He can't be 100% every day.
And
I
He
know that
gonna
then
get him.
I know that
then
the
you was
person.
bold enough. Then you was bold enough to let the Joker know it was you.
Yeah, that confidence.
Yeah.
Where is those men in 2020? Is they all in jail? Where is they?
I think Keisha. I
I ain't
think
no street
Lulu.
dude, but I got
I
some confidence.
I think Lulu represents the type of guy that would be of the street authentically.
He go on the
I think
street
that
again.
what he did what he did was what most guys do. I'm not saying he would have ran in the restaurant, but he had no choice but to buck up. And then Ben, as Dwayne said, and then like told him like use a coward and use a head, whatever he said to old boy. Which he's like, it was you. Nigga, you
Yeah,
knew it
because
was
he
him. You
told him.
knew it was on then,
You know
man.
what he
Like,
called him? He told him he was a pea eater.
yeah. So
He
I
said,
thought that was
And he called
interesting.
the other one
"Yeah,
a B ass ninja.
yeah," and he was like, "In this one, a pea eater." It
So
was
my
you.
Keisha, my cousin Lashonda was speaking about how Rock was being vulnerable, and that's why she made the statement about not being the boss at that moment. Um, I thought it was interesting that she did show a side of her, like she finally won against as she has been portrayed already. Her code with letting him back in the door when he showed up to Tavern on the Green.
I mean, so here's the thing. When do black women have the opportunity to be not strong? They congratulate you if you're a strong black woman. Then they don't give you no health care. I mean, so
I,
it's just
I'm Keisha. I'm laughing right because last
it's a
week I
difficult balance.
last week I started
No,
my
you fine.
stuff. I
You
started my
fine.
mute stuff messing with you
Come on,
last week.
come on.
I'm not.
It's
So we
it's a
me
difficult balance though. So I get where they're going with the episode. She can't even be weak for her brothers because I can show weakness in front of y'all. Could you imagine not never feeling like I could just have a good cry? Cause if she was to break down and cry, her brother's gonna go kill somebody.
but Keisha, me and you always talk about that issue, and not saying that I don't want to take away too much of the episode, but and I know me and Dwayne have talked about that issue, but that is kind of like a stereotype that's not true, or how saying that a black woman, has to be strong could be like a bad myth or an insult. Like you should be able to be vulnerable. Like
Well,
I
listen,
I think that those of us that do have women in our families that are close with them, they are vulnerable. I
listen.
think it's just go ahead, Dwayne.
I felt insulted by this episode
Oh God, why?
because I love Hall and Oates. Are you kidding me?
Yo,
I
he
love
he
Hall.
broke it down with that one. That threw us so off when he said that.
Yo,
So
I
I thought
love
it was
Hall and Oates,
interesting.
bro.
I think it's appropriate. He's like a little cornball geek. That's not who she's supposed to be with.
But let
Yeah,
me
but he
ask you,
out
Keisha.
there.
Keisha, someone from Facebook has her brothers are f up, so that she has to keep her foot on their throats. She's the thinker, and that's why she runs the show. See, myself, I kind of disagree with that she's the thinker because a lot of the decisions that she's been making up until this episode have been good in her eyes, but they always come back with repercussions. They
Listen,
always come back with consequences.
it's a parallel, right? And it's the power universe, so we can kind of draw comparisons, right? It's sort of like in Power Book 2, right? Monet is just using Kane to be the muscle. And she want the other little boy, I can't remember his name, and the daughter to be the ones to really run the business, right? So we'll wind the clock back to 85, early 90s. Rock can trust Lulu to be the person to take care of the business. And she need Marvin to be the enforcer. So the writing leads you down the same path, if you understand what I'm saying.
But see, I don't even know if Lulu is the. I think she trusts both her brothers. I'm gonna be very honest with you. When she had that situation with the guy in the building, Marvin cleaned that up. She trusts both her brothers. It's just they both. I don't even think Lulu want to be in the streets. It's just what's available to him.
Exactly. Just like in the
Marvin is for the streets.
well, he's the enforcer. She trusts him when it comes to having to get hands dirty. That's when she trusts him. He'd have
Yeah,
kicked
but
down the he'd have kicked down the door, chopped somebody up,
but
kill him,
he's also
vice
about the drug
versa.
game. He knew Kanan idea was a good idea. He's a fuck up, but he's about the drug game.
But let me ask you, Dwayne, because we had touched on a little bit when the young lady OD'd. Um, we kind of
Hurt
knew
my
that was
heart.
gonna happen. But let me ask you, was y'all shocked that she immediately went from smoking? I'm a little older, and they used to call that stuff when you mixed it with marijuana. They used to call it smoking wolves. So y'all people that remember Wu Tang, that's what Raekwon used to be talking about. But anyway, she went from smoking wolves to straight the glass thing. Like I was shocked that she even quote unquote knew what she was doing. They jumped right to that, and as they say, she took a hit of that thing, and it was over.
Yeah, it was over.
So I don't want us to get banned, so I'm not gonna comment. But they know drugs.
No, you can say what you want to say, Keisha. I mean, it's it's a show review.
Caucasians is familiar with drugs.
So Nicole, you said she
More
already had
familiar
a
than
pipe.
us.
She wasn't even
That's
put.
right, Nicole. Caucasians is familiar with drugs. Don't let what they put in the paper and on TV fool you. Now you know we all grew up with them.
Shonda said the same thing. She knew what she was doing. That wasn't her first
Her
time.
mom and them was probably getting high.
Somebody else said, I think the reason Rock is in charge is because Marvin had to do a bid, so it looks like she took charge. Yeah, that's even another part of the backstory that they haven't told us yet. Which is interesting within itself.
Yeah, but he screwed up. He's a
He,
screw up.
he's messed up in the head because what
But
happened with
then we gotta
Jukebox Mother.
recognize they young.
Yeah.
He messed up in the head because what happened with Jukebox Mother.
She wanted to
Because
be a star.
Lulu,
So so
Lulu, Lulu hit his weak spot in that scene where they fought. When he told him his baby mother got turned out by a New York Knicks.
so for those in the chat, we know that Raising Canaan did get
Picked up.
picked up for season 2, and Jukebox Mother is going to be in season 2. My guy, who I'm a big fan of, Omar Dorsey, is going to be in season 2. Omar Dorsey, y'all know, is Hollywood
Hollywood.
from Queen of Sugar. So season 2 is going to be very interesting with more actors, and this is
I
one
like
good thing.
Hollywood.
There's
One
I
good
Hollywood.
thing.
stopped watching Queen
His,
Sugar,
his,
but
his name is Omar Dorsey. Keisha gives him.
No,
I'm sorry,
no,
Hollywood.
no. Keisha, check this out. Check out what I'm about to say. Is Hollywood gonna be Breeze? Because I ain't calling him no Omar. He's Hollywood.
I'm sick of this. Hollywood is too old to be Breeze. In my mind, Breeze is around Kanan and them age. He's not a older person. Or
You know,
my
the Breeze thing is funny because
I gotta watch Power again.
everybody's been asking for Breeze. You even see people that do what we do, and I always support anybody. If definitely, because I'm a big person that I get a lot of my stuff and information and follow other content creators on YouTube, so I have no problem with watching other people's stuff. But everybody's concerned about Breeze. Everybody's concerned about when is Breeze going to be? When's Breeze going to be? Dwayne, I was saying before you joined how with other shows that we do reviews on, for me, I might have been looking at it wrong because other shows that we do reviews on, it's happening in real time. And in this show, you kind of just got to just slow down and let the tape play. Like, I trashed last week's episode and maybe I was a little harsh, but
So it's just like Carlito's Way.
yeah, exactly.
I
Keisha.
didn't think I was gonna like the prequel or
Yeah,
whatever it's called.
yeah,
Um, and I actually really do like that
yeah,
movie. So I think we just gotta relax a little bit. I think they're saying in the season 2 we're gonna start to understand why Tasha hated Kanan.
yeah.
So I think, but they gotta give us something, just like with Power Book 2. They had to close some loops before they could really get into Tariq's story.
Yeah, they have to
Mhm.
close his family. It's no
And
longer.
Yeah, and I
He's no
think the
longer a
same
saint
thing is
battle.
happening here.
that's what Dwayne had always said about Power Book 2 in season 10. I mean,
I love
episode
that
10,
last
of
scene.
why he loved it because he said they basically finally closed the chapter on to St. Patrick's.
They did it in
Yeah,
the cemetery too. That family
and
is dead to him.
well, Tommy isn't, but
Tommy ain't messing with him no more.
Tommy says that I can see, you know, down the line if he needed Tommy, I could see now Tasha maybe not. He ain't over Tasha yet, but Tariq maybe.
So what do y'all think about the girl? What's the girl that Kanan is dealing with? What's your opinion about her?
Davita,
Davita,
I
yeah,
don't
Davita,
like her.
Denasia. What is it? Denasia,
Davita, I
Davita.
don't
Davita.
like her. And that's
She
not his baby mother. I read that all the time online.
no, it's not.
Well, people be saying that's the baby mother.
Yeah, it's absolutely not.
They be trying to say she's Sean's mother. I don't see that.
No.
Sean mother had, and y'all know Rock is still alive.
Mm.
Did y'all put those two and two together?
Well, it was a scene. It was a scene when Kanan first went to power, where he
And
said
he
that
said he going to see moms.
going to see mom. So, like I said, Keisha, that's the one thing that a lot of people are doing is going back to the original power and trying to get Easter
Some
eggs, yeah,
tidbits.
some tidbits on what could be coming because the writers are one thing they got different writers, but they do be on the same page with a lot of stuff.
Listen,
And let
Kanan
me
father
tell
gonna
you,
Kanan father gonna send Rock upstate before he die.
I don't think so.
Mm.
He in love with her.
What you think is gonna be the little Caucasian girl that's gonna send her upstate?
Somebody
So,
going
what do
maybe.
you think about that, Dwayne? How do you think Carter, who's played by Omar Epps, is handling that situation?
I'm disappointed in his character. I gotta be honest. I
Yeah,
don't
it's
like
not
the
developed enough.
I don't like the road they went down with his character. Like, so that tells you that he's only gonna be here for one season. He was a big name to put a big name on here. to get everybody like, okay, I'm gonna watch it. Omar Epps is in it, but they don't give you much. Like,
I
he
mean,
don't
but
have much.
the Power universe does that. Think about they had Cedric the Entertainer, they had the guy from ATL, they had all these stars that may have only been in one episode.
What do you think about that, Dwayne? What Shonda said? Rock set the stage in this episode. She wanted to get the fellas situated where she could retire and collect checks.
Yeah, she
Well, I
don't
think
want to.
I think them drugs being bad is really gonna like change a
Yeah,
whole
but
lot.
She don't want to do this forever. Like, she wants
She
to be
want
able.
to have babies and be married and
Yeah,
have a white picket fence.
yeah, she want to turn it over to her brothers. She do, but she just got to see a little bit more out of him. She worried
I,
about Lulu because he think he Diddy
Let me
now,
tell you, I don't
and
think Lulu dead either. He probably in the music industry.
yeah.
Marvin might be dead. I mean,
But I want to
because
see, is this gonna be the thing that turns Juke into
oh
Juke?
yeah,
Um,
mhm.
and is she gonna find out from Kanan that, oh, that stuff that I made is killing people? And then she gonna be like, oh, Nicole took that crap that you gave me out my bag.
But that's on Nicole. Why would she take that out her bag? She didn't even know what that was.
She saw it and she liked those white lines.
Well,
She
but let me
wanted
let
those
me
white
let me
lines.
ask you
She wanted
guys.
that crack.
you suffer the
Th-
consequences of your
th-
choices.
this
This
could
is
be the
true.
thing that sets Juke off, which most likely will have her like the comparison of her being a cop and then Kanan being gone for 10 years and so forth. What do you think, Dwayne? I'll ask you first. What do you think is going to be Epiphany's fate?
Whose fate?
What's his name again? Symphony. What's his name again?
Oh, Symphony.
Symphony.
You don't call
Epiphany.
him
I don't know the
Yeah.
man
Epiphany.
name, y'all.
He keep doing
Symphony.
that. He
I
called her
I
said,
mean,
Epiphany.
who is he talking about?
I
oh,
mean,
y'all heard me. I called him Epiphany.
Symphony is gonna
Um,
go. Symphony is gonna go away, heartbroken because he can't get the woman that he wants,
is he
and
a cop?
Rock's
Keisha,
gonna break his
Keisha, at
heart.
first I thought he might have been an undercover cop, a
I don't
Fed or
know.
something, but I don't think they're that in depth into the show. I think the only role for the cops is
Or she's not that big of a fish for them to put a
Ooh, what
cop
you?
in her.
nah. I think when I thought that he was a cop, I think that was me.
No, I
Um,
just think he's a nice guy, straight and narrow guy that loves a woman that is a little of the streets in his hood. He's intrigued by it, but she's gonna break his heart. Okay,
How we
that's what
know
it is.
he not gonna break her heart? Because I feel like the cop broke her heart.
I don't know. I
Keisha,
don't know if
I get
Carter
it,
broke her heart.
but
Keisha up here. You doing a lot of caping right now, Keisha. Don't get
Keeping for
Dwayne.
who?
listen, you talking to two
She,
men. Listen,
she,
listen, you
she talking
talking
about
to yo. Listen, you talking to two men that love their black women, will go down and protect their black
easy on
women.
the caping, Keisha.
So you ain't gotta come at us like this. You ain't talking to some of those other Johnny come lately women
Listen,
bastards on
it's
Facebook.
not.
Keisha,
It's
Keisha,
Come on now.
you can't
Remember
even get
you
your
who you
Fred
talking
Astaire and Nina
to.
Rogers and
Remember
I
who you
can't with
talking to.
y'all. See,
Keisha,
this why I stopped talking. Y'all
Keisha,
muted me last week,
Keisha,
and
you
now
got
I'm being double
No,
hey
teamed.
Keisha, you
no,
got
don't
taps
you
on the
say
front
y'all
and the
muted
back.
me. I have
You're
no control of the mute
Keisha,
button.
hey
I'm usually the
Dwayne,
one that gets muted.
Dwayne, Keisha came with her taps on the
That,
front of the shoe and the back of the shoe. Talking about
I
um
don't dance.
no, but Keisha, you the head of this show. If it ain't for you,
Let me tell. I
we're
mean,
we're
I
nowhere.
feel like this is why I say her feelings is going to be hurt because I think it's going to be too much for him, and he's going to make the right choice and say, "I'm over this.
Yeah, I can't do
but
This
this.
is
but
not my
Yeah, I
lifestyle."
can't
but
live this way.
I'm gonna ask you a question though. He's bartending at a spot where it's a drug dealer.
Right.
He's bartending that
Um,
truth.
he knows what's going on. He knows who she is. but he's not. He doesn't appear to be scared of that lifestyle. This is why I thought he was a cop.
That's why I thought he was a cop too, as well. But I just know I wasn't a part of the lifestyle, but I wasn't afraid of it.
Oh boy!
Right? I
You
got
wasn't a stranger to
family.
danger.
Yeah, I knew I lived west, away from it. And I visit and do a little two-step every
Literally,
now
you
and
live
then.
west.
Yeah, I live west, away from it. So I mean, I don't think that
What do you think, Dwayne?
we be scared of our people.
He's going to either get hurt or get killed. What if he does get killed? What would that do to her? That would send her
She
on.
really gonna be gone.
No, she gonna go on a rampage if something happened to him. If you need,
But she not that tough because she was broke down and she is not a Griselda Blanco. Because Griselda
she ain't a Black Widow.
No, she was killing them for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and she was getting her 2 snacks. Okay. Yeah, I tried to tell you that girl had that cigarette like this.
And had
she
a boy
was
toy
nervous.
in San Diego. And Griselda had the boy toy in San Diego.
And Griselda, when they killed her son,
had the little nigga boy in San Diego.
She sent a message to the funeral and said, "I'm gonna kill all you jokers." No.
Nope. But look, let me ask you guys. What I thought was interesting is like you don't really see them deep. You see Unique in them. Unique be deep, but you don't really see. You might see Marvin with his couple little henchmen, little guys in the cookhouse or whatever. Then he got his guys at the gas station off the Van Wyck, which I thought was interesting. I think 50 giving up too much of the game there.
Let me tell you what.
Can I say something?
Wait 1 second. Let me just say this. It would have been more authentic. Scrap wasn't. Well, they was losing eyes in New York, but he should be in a wheelchair.
Yeah, or $1.50,
and still on the block because that's realistic. In the club throwing money. Okay, I'm gonna shut up. Go ahead, Wayne.
I don't know because I was late, and my apologies, but I don't know if you guys touched on this. One scene that bothered me is, and y'all know Unique is my boy. That's my man. But him thinking he was gonna flip Lulu, like, why they even go down that road? Like, he was never gonna flip.
I think that was real miscalculated too. Like, not Lulu.
Yeah, like why would you even try?
It wasn't even realistic. When I heard the dialogue and they was going down that road, I was like,
so it's already so that tells me there's already a snitch or someone in her camp that's like the siblings don't get along or something. Like, because why would you even go to I would have went to Marvin first because Lulu want to do music.
Marvin seems to be more ambitious to being the man.
Lulu want to do music.
So I don't know.
What is Big Kareem? What's the one that was with Jay-Z and them? He probably one of them. This is a means to an end. Y'all know I love Lulu. I'm gonna find a way for him to be right.
Listen, I'm not saying nothing bad about Lulu at all. I just thought it was odd that they went down that road.
I'm gonna give my rating. You guys in the chat that want to chime in, give you a rating on the episode and tell us what you think. I'm giving it a 8 as well. Believe it or not.
Did you give an episode a 10 already?
Keisha, relax.
Oh, okay.
I gave episode 5 a 10, Keisha. Episode 6 got a 3. So episode 7 is getting an 8, Keisha. LaShonda gave it an 8 as well. I thought it was really a really good episode. Like I said, following.
I give Lulu an 8. I might get an episode of 7.25.
Nicole gave it an 8 as well.
I gotta be different.
It was a solid episode for
Keisha. What did you give this episode, Keisha?
A 7.25.
7.25.
She gave Lulu a 10, but
Lulu always gets a 10, except when he have sex with that Puerto Rican girl.
Nah, man, more. I need to see more.
Got another 8 coming in. Dial tone.
I need to see more Rock getting her back blown out by Symphony. Okay, Q, that's his name. But it was a very solid
Symphony,
episode.
she told Symphony, "You trying to talk this, take it slow, shit again." That's right, Nicole. Team Lulu.
Hey, listen, and I love the relationship between Rock
Somebody gave
and
it a 7 from Facebook.
I love the relationship between Rock and Juke. I think that's a very nice relationship. And she told her, like, I'm not your father. Like, I'm okay with you being who you want to be.
I'ma
And
love you regardless. That's an odd
yeah,
relationship. And I
yeah.
also like the relationship with her and Kanan because I had that conversation, a little sidebar with my son one time when his other 23's side was acting stupid. And boys will be like, I didn't even know nothing was missing. I don't need that. And they might lie, to protect their mother or to protect her feelings or whatever. But I felt like that was realistic. I feel like the relationship between Kanan and his mother is authentic and realistic.
Well, that's about sums it up. You guys got any final thoughts? Anything to look forward to next
How
week?
many more episodes, Wayne, we got left?
3.
3.
I don't think we're gonna see the jukebox really.
Turn.
I think we're gonna see the start of her turn, but I think the turn is gonna come in season 2 when her mother come back.
Now listen, we know when you fast forward things that
I wish everyone would tell me exactly what.
sorry. We know because when you fast forward things that the two of them, Juke and Kanan, are always down for each other. But I'm very intrigued to see how they're gonna handle the fact that Juke is gonna find out that Nicole died because of Kanan's bad product. So that's what I'm looking forward to the most.
That is not why she died. She died because she was a thief.
Oh boy. Oh, the dynamic of Juke and Kanan's relationship, even if you go back to Power, is interesting. She really wanted to finish Tariq off when they had him kidnapped. Like she put that damn gun in Tariq's head and was about to finish him. So
She
you,
ruthless, but her father ruthless.
you to the development of Jukebox character is something to really look at and going forward.
It tells me that even though Kanan killed his son, he still has a heart for things he believes in, which is weird.
Well,
Yeah.
it's like you said, Keisha. It lets us know now, seeing how Kanan is, why he loved Tariq so much. And Kanan loved Tariq. But now you see why. He sees himself in Tariq.
Tariq should have been his son.
It's
Yep.
funny. It's funny because, like y'all said about that, is that Kanan is about to run across feeling like he was lied to about a lot of things, and that was Tariq's biggest issue with his father, is that his father lied to him, or withheld a side of him that he didn't know about, and kids have a way of perceiving that as a lie.
But when you think about it, though, what was his son name? Kanan's son.
Sean.
Sean.
Sean. It was like Ghost raised Sean because Kanan was locked up,
Yeah.
right? So Sean was a mini ghost,
Yes.
whereas Tariq, Kanan raised him. I
Yes.
mean, when it comes to what he wanted to be in, so it makes sense.
So you guys in the chat, make sure you hit the like button, share and subscribe if you're on YouTube. If you're on Facebook, make sure you hit the like button and share the thread, share the broadcast as well. It helps with the algorithm. It helps with promoting the show. Helps with promoting the channel. Keisha, do you have any final thoughts?
I look forward to the next couple episodes. I'm really looking forward to season 2. I think they got some good character actors coming, and I look forward to seeing what they're gonna bring us going forth. What you say, Dwayne?
Who else coming in season 2 besides Hollywood?
Letitia Lucky from Destiny's Child is gonna be Jukebox Mother.
Oh wow, really? Okay.
Yeah, and a couple other people I read.
So
Interesting.
I would ask you a question. I want to ask
Yes.
you both a question because I was at a little family gathering tonight, and my niece know that we do stuff like this in these shows. So she asked me something not related to this show. She said, "In Power Universe, who is the worst actress, Mary J. or Lala?"
We need to put that poll up.
Everybody in the chat, if you heard Dwayne's question, you guys can answer that question.
She hit me with it.
What is amazing is that if you
I'm
look
gonna
at
say Lala.
Me too. That's what I said.
if you look at both of their acting, um, I know that I was hard on Mary J, and the reason why I was hard on Mary J is because after seeing her in Umbrella Academy, where she knocked it out the park in Umbrella Academy,
I
I
just don't think I like her character.
I didn't really like her Cower and Power book too. Um,
I think is it the writing, is it the character, or is it her acting?
I don't know because she was good at Mudbound.
Yeah.
Exactly. I mean, Mary is a good. It's funny because we have this perception that Mary is so um, known, street code and all this other stuff that we think, but you would think that this role would be natural for her. It seems like she's being forced
Yeah, but
to
did you
have a
see Did you
personality that
see
she does.
Mudbound?
No,
Did you
no,
ever
she
see?
was excellent in Mudbound, and she was
Yeah.
excellent in Umbrella Academy. She like really did her thing in other stuff. So Lala, for example, and the reason why I think most people would say Lala is because the two shows that she's been in up to this, well, three up until this point, it's like she's the same person. Um, you don't see much depth in her character.
She's just a horrendous actor. I'm not even trying to. She's just absolutely terrible. It's a
But
late
that's
on a
what.
Monday. I don't have time to sugarcoat it.
Yeah, well,
She's just terrible.
that's a good poll to put up, Q. That's a good poll question.
Yeah, I mean that's a difficult question, but I do think that ha- in the new Power universe, we need a little more character development.
Well, believe it or not, I will for somebody who watches a little bit too much TV. I will say that the casting in Power is a little bit better than other shows that I watch. I mean, you don't really see nobody I mean the kid that plays Famous, I think is awesome. I think he's doing a great job. But
I
how long
thought
is
they
this?
would. I thought they would do better with the Crown Camacho character. Like,
Why? Because that's Puffy's stepson.
yeah, I thought they would do better with it though. Like, really, I thought, I don't know. What do we feel about Crown Camacho?
I don't. He's a background. He's nothing. I don't feel anything. I like Famous. I feel like his sister's an opportunist. I don't feel nothing for her
It's because
as
you love
well.
Lulu.
No, I just don't. She don't even love Lulu. Like she's an
No.
opportunist.
Yeah.
I don't know.
She'd be with Crown in a second if he had more money.
Keisha, move your microphone down some. Every time you move your microphone is rubbing against your shirt.
Oh, okay. I'm giving a surprise. Yeah, she's a party girl.
Yeah, she would be with Crown Camacho if he had his act together.
We're gonna with that. You guys got any final thoughts before we close the show?
Yeah,
Good night.
They got rid of my boy D Wiz too soon, man.
I like D Wiz.
They got rid of him too soon, man. I mean,
So wait. Where's Scrap? They gonna send him down south? What's gonna go on with that? See, I'm telling all my business again.
he don't got no eye, so I don't know. He ain't got no eye for the street no more.
With that, we're gonna close the show. We're gonna close the show. Thanks everybody for joining us.
Thank you for listening. We hope you enjoyed today's show. Please continue to join us here for conversations on hot topics, interviews with special guests, and our featured programs such as the Poetry Corner where you can hear dope poets from around the country creating that poet cafe vibe. And Crown Rules, our virtual book club on love, intimacy, and healthy relationships. Let's Talk. We are everywhere you want to be. Follow us on YouTube at Let's Talk, Facebook at Let's Talk, and on Instagram at Let's Talk 1931. Have a suggestion? Give us a call at 570-795-4283. Or for business inquiries, please email us at ltalk5600@gmail. Let's talk. I wore to you, you wore to me, and we go together. Please don't forget to like, share, follow, or subscribe.